In the Northern Cape, the Mineral Resources Minister, Mantashe, addressing a mining investments conference there today. The conference aimed at encouraging exploration for minerals in the biggest province in the country. Also a panel discussion about the impact of mining on communities. Meshack Mabangula is the national coordinator of the organisation Mining Affected Communities in Action. Meshack, good afternoon to you. Was your organisation invited to this conference in the Northern Cape?
Not at all, absolutely not. And that's very much concerning because the government as such, they are just a custodian of our minerals. We're supposed to be in that conference to come up with our views of communities. How do you want to, determine our own economics, our own economy, and how do you want to benefit from the investors? But now you call the whole minister who doesn't really even wants to have a platform where he talk to us about how do we want to see the beneficiation taking place. So he's just, he keeps on sidelining us, excluding us in all the economic development, mining development, which is a huge problem.
Why do you think that you weren't invited? Was it deliberate?
Yes, because they love him so much because he is the one who's making sure that they get these licenses for minerals, for these energies, and he gives them what they want. So there is a key speaker because he has done key things for them to get these minerals, to benefit them, and forget that they need to make sure that his communities benefit out of this. But he has sidelined us, systematically excluding us for a long time. We have tried many times. We went to Union Building. We signed 50,000 signatures talking about free, prior, informed consent to show them that we need really to be part and parcel of engagement in these sectors so that we can have what we want, not them decide about us. So that's why our logo states very well that nothing about us without us. We're supposed to be there and tell them what we want, because these minerals are ours.
Meshack, if you were invited, if you were able to address the conference, I mean, if they were to put Newzroom Afrika on their big screen now, what would you tell them? What do you think is the message they need to hear?
Firstly, we have what we call People's Mining Charter, that we went around in South Africa and got information from the people that are hosting mines. What is it that they want? So we will easily issue that to say, look, what communities want to see happening. And secondly, we will address the issue of we've been doing social audits, auditing the social and labor plans, which were meant to address the historical disadvantaged people. But that is not happening. So we'll even give them that you want to invest, but these mines are failing to comply with the social and labor plans, which is meant to uplift the life of people who are hosting these mines. And that is not happening. And the question will be, what are you going to do from here going forward? Because there's a People's Mining Charter. It states everything what communities want to see. And there's even social and labor plans, which is supposed to have been happening for the community. And 99% of the social and labor plans, nothing has been done. The little that they should have done, because SLP talks about skill development, building infrastructure, bursaries that can change the life of the communities of where are hosting mines. But nothing is happening. So we'll engage them to say, what is it that they're bringing for the communities? Who's going to be, what decision, give them what we want to see. What is it that they have for us? And if that's the case, we can as much as say go with that, because they've been here for more than 100 years. And what do we have? Nothing. But we face the brunt of emissions, contaminated water, forceful removal, cracking houses. But we call them investors. These people are invading and looting minerals.
So, Meshack, okay, all of that, and I hear your argument. The Northern Cape is huge. It's got a very small population. It's surely possible to find places to invest in mining, explore in the Northern Cape, and find a way to protect communities. If it's possible anywhere in this country, the Northern Cape is where it would be.
Yeah, you see, even in Northern Cape, we must know that in Northern Cape, they are targeting the new minerals for this just transition that is taking place. And there's been, we start from Postmansberg even to Kimberley. We've been attending these meetings with the regional manager of the DMRE to say, look, we're having our people who really, for instance, wants to have permits, to start doing some mining. We only managed in 2018 in Kimberley itself for diamonds and have that co-op guys got that license. So we believe that is, instead of always believing in foreign investment, we can have local investment, our people, because they've been working in the mines, they know. But what we are doing as Makul, we're capacitating people for them to understand the environmental laws, the issues of meaningful participation, and make sure that when these mines come in, they should make sure they follow this NEMA, National Environmental Management Act, so that they cannot just rob people, because all the time when they go to start mining, they say to the people, we will give you employment, we will give you people. The unemployment rate is very high, so people will be easily robbed. So another tool that we have used is to capacitate these people, for them to advocate for themselves, unleash that potential for them to understand what is expected when the mine comes in here, and not just accept it for the sake of employment, which will never happen. So that's the tool that we are using.
Meshack Mabangula, thank you, the National Coordinator of Mining Affected Communities United in Action. Really appreciate the time today.